RefinedGuide.com presents the 15 greatest comic book heroes ever. The industry of caped heroes, superpowered machines, and crusaders have dominated the entertainment industry. The success of the X-Men franchise, Dark Knight trilogy, 2 Spider-Man film series with more coming, and the Avengers, among others, throughout the 2000s and 2010s have made comic book heroes more popular than ever. Here are the 15 greatest comic book heroes of all time. Number 15, Professor X. Professor Charles Xavier, who first appeared in 1963, has already put his fictional name on the map. The sometimes leader and founder of the X-Men used his extremely powerful telepathic abilities to read minds and project his thoughts. Although many headmasters at Xavier's have come and gone over the years, Charles is still the original whose dream of peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans they all continue fighting for. Number 14, Jean Grey Phoenix. One of the sexiest characters around, Jean had the power to read minds, project her thoughts, and even manipulate objects without touching them, also known as telekinesis. Also, there's the matter of her becoming part of the cosmic entity known as the Phoenix Force and taking its name as her own. Although as of this video, she's long dead again, she is far from forgotten. A teenage version of herself currently exists in the Marvel Universe. Number 13, Robin Dick Grayson. Every real hero needs a cool sidekick. The 90s movies, cartoons, and video games that featured Dick Grayson's alter ego were always the best. Robin, like Batman, is out for vengeance after losing his parents at a young age. The original Robin, Dick Grayson, has long since retired the mantle and currently operates under the name Nightwing. Number 12, Cyclops. The iconic longtime X-Men character and sometimes leader, Scott Summers, makes our list at number 12. Cyclops has the power to absorb solar energy and convert it into optic blast of force. For many years, Cyclops and Storm took turns leading X-Men teams and incarnations. Oh, and at one point he was married to his Xavier School sweetheart, Jean Grey. Of course, this ended thanks to one of the hottest people not on our list, Emma Frost, formerly known as the White Queen. Number 11, The Flash. The Streak, the Scarlet Speedster, whatever you want to call him. But The Flash has risen in recent popularity over the years, and most recently because of his own hit TV show, The Flash. Master of the Speed Force, Flash is one of, if not the fastest characters in any universe. Sorry, Quicksilver. He debuted in 1940 and is almost as old as Superman and Batman. Part of the Justice League, this guy's just too epic to not love. Number 10, Storm. Aurora Monroe is one of the most iconic comic book characters ever created in history. Debuting in giant-sized X-Men number 1 in 1975, Storm was not only one of the first black comic book characters, but the first black female to be in any comic book as a regular player. She's also one of the few to ever lead a major team. Go look up Monica Rambeau for the other. The mutant Weather Witch has the ability to control the weather with her mind. Get this, Storm is so iconic she has been in nearly every incarnation of the X-Men, including video games, cartoons, and movies. There's no X-Men without Storm. Number 9, Captain America. Another iconic character, Captain America, Steve Rogers also happens to be the most patriotic and usually the leader of the Avengers main squad. Thanks to the Super Soldier Serum, Captain America has increased size, strength, slowed aging, endurance, and the healing factor. He also uses a nearly indestructible vibranium shield to kick butt. Number 8, the Hulk. 2 failed films can't keep this hero down. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, has a classic TV series, several cartoon incarnations, and the Avengers franchise that keep him going. Possessing a limitless amount of strength, Hulk is nearly impossible to take down. Seriously, nearly every hero on the planet tried to during the World War Hulk storyline, and they could not stop the Hulk. Number 7, Wolverine. Wolverine is awesome. Wolverine is Canadian. Wolverine is everywhere. At one point, he was in several X-books at the same time and the Avengers. James Howlett has a long and varied history. His claws, animal-like instincts, and of course his legendary healing factor has kept him at the forefront of every X-Men film, cartoon incarnation, and book for decades. Number 6, Iron Man. He lives the life we all dream of, a wealthy, brilliant, and dashing billionaire who fights evil thanks to his suit. The Robert Downey Jr. trilogy brought more attention to this character, and for that we are thankful. Number 5, Thor. One of the younger comic book heroes debuting in 1962, he didn't need a lot of time to climb to the top of the comic book ladder of supremacy. Thor is best recognized by his awesome hammer that he uses to fight evil Mjolnir, and yeah, he can also summon lightning with it. Although recently Thor was joined in canon by a female version, Jane Foster, we applaud this decision and think it will bring a lot of diversity to the comics. But don't worry, you can always still find Thor in the film versions. And Avengers constant, we all love Thor. Number 4, Wonder Woman. She's cool, she's tough, and she is hot. She can also lift a truck over her head. And while it might be hard to find a woman that can do that in real life, we can find one in the comic books, and that is Wonder Woman. Supplied with many weapons, especially her iconic lasso of truth and super strength, few men are strong enough to take this Amazonian woman down. In all versions, she's smart, beautiful, and tough. The Justice League is nothing without her. Number 3, Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Can he swing from a web? Yes, he can. Peter Parker, the nerdy and unpopular school kid, became the superpowered swinging human with the proportionate strength and dexterity of a spider. Also, besides having several cartoon versions and books, he's been in a ton of films. Number 2, Superman. The alter ego of Clark Kent has it all: super strength, flight, incredible speed, and just about everything else you can imagine. His dad saved him by sending him to Earth from Krypton before it was destroyed. However, thanks to our yellow sun, he got super-duper powers, which he uses to protect the Earth from all kinds of threats. Superman has become so iconic due to his name, overall strength, and the awesome S on the front of his suit. Everything about him is pure awesome. And number 1, Batman. The greatest superhero of them all doesn't even require super abilities. Bruce Wayne, a billionaire playboy, becomes Batman at night to save Gotham City. Instead of hanging out in his mansion, he usually starts out every incarnation hell-bent on avenging the death of his parents. He overcomes it all to fight men stronger than him like Bane, seemingly smarter than him like the Riddler, or more powerful than him like Mr. Freeze, and of course love traps from Poison Ivy and Catwoman. Batman is awesome because of his story, his car, his gadgets, his weapons, his intellect, and how he nearly always wins. He's the most human of heroes and manages to always hold his own against the big guys. And that's it for the 15 greatest comic book heroes ever. But wait, we are not done with you yet. In the comments below, we want to know, what is your favorite superhero movie of all time? And for more cool videos, click subscribe.